Welcome to Canterbury, England,
one of UK's most historic and beautiful cities. Today I'm taking you on the ultimate day trip where we'll explore the iconic Canterbury Cathedral. We'll go hunting on the River Stour and walk the ancient city walls. We'll discover the best things to do in Canterbury in just one unforgettable day.
So I'm on the high street here in Canterbury, and behind me you see a stall there, and that's for punting, booking your punting. So I tried booking online and it was showing me around £30 per person, which was quite pricey. But when I came to the stall itself, they gave a huge discount. So highly recommended that you actually visit the stall instead of booking online, because I got it from £30 all the way down to £22.50. So save myself £7.50 for the punting, which I booked out for £3.40. So I can't wait for the punting experience, which is an absolute highlight here in Canterbury.
High Street is jam-packed with people. I mean, in Canterbury, this is another key highlight, just the high street alone, because there's a lot of shops, a lot of ancient buildings that have been built centuries ago. So highly recommended that you experience some time here on the high street alone. There's the Royal Museum and Library, which is absolutely free to enter and visit. Just about to enter the library just to get a glimpse of what's in there.
There's always fascination around artwork, wherever you go. This is a collection of insects. There's always a fascination with swords, and I've always had that since childhood. So the great thing about the library is that you're able to pick up visitor information and maps of Canterbury itself. So if you need some further guidance and support, or in terms of where is what, worth popping into the library just to get yourself one of those visitor maps as well. And also, if you're bursting to go toilet, there's free toilets in there as well. So if you're wondering who I've actually come to Canterbury with, it's my buddy Conai. So we've actually done a few trips together. So one of them was the Go Ape, which you can actually watch, and also the Seven Sisters tour, which is the hike that we did. Absolutely beautiful experience, so worth watching that one too. I'm popping through Mercery Lane just to head towards the cathedral, which is our first stop. Wow, look at that. Just getting the first glimpse of the cathedral. It looks absolutely mesmeric. My goodness, the size of this is absolutely endless. So the Canterbury Cathedral is actually one of the oldest Christian structures here in the United Kingdom, and it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. I mean, unbelievable, just the visual. So it was built in 597 AD, and it was by Saint Augustine who brought Christianity to England, and the number of people just in awe looking at the sculpture, the structure of this place. Wow. I mean, the decorations, look at that. I'm going up the stairs just to see what's more available to see here at the cathedral itself. I mean, it's very quiet here. Ooh, wow. There is just so much to see here, and you could spend an hour and a half just here, almost in awe, just not only from the structural design, but what's available to actually see here, and the history that it tells, each and every element of the cathedral. I mean, it's a must visit, and you cannot come to Canterbury and not visit the cathedral itself. More stairs, because it is just endless. What's fascinating is as you walk around the cathedral, you get to see so many of the tombs of former archbishops of Canterbury, which is mind-boggling. And obviously, each one has its own story to tell. So a bit of research to be done in terms of who each of these archbishops of Canterbury are of the past. But when you sort of hear different stories being told, especially when the guides are telling the stories, it's really, really fascinating. My goodness, look at that. This is my tour guide. He's been down here before, so he's showing me around. Thinks he's an expert. Well, that's a great view. So this is just on the outside of the cathedral, taking a quick walk. It's almost like a bit of a garden area. Look at that. Really nice. So tickets for the cathedral are £18, and as I say, you probably need to spend about a good hour, hour and a half here just to get a full experience of what's actually here. And there is a lot to see when you just feel the excitement of just what's around, all the history that's told. You do the reading, it's absolutely brilliant. Look at these. The architectural design is absolutely immense. And that's the Canterbury Cathedral done, and a 10 out of 10 experience. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. You are just roaming around, just looking around, and it's like, wow, okay, how are things still standing? And it's been, what, 1,500, 1,600 years? It's mind-boggling that the architect of this place, I mean, you got buildings nowadays not lasting 50, 60 years, and this is still standing. Mate, how are you finding it so far?
So far, it's good. It's been very nice.
You're recommending Canterbury to others to visit?
We'll try punting and then I will see.
So we're waiting for the punting. So that's where we're heading off to next. So it should be about a 30-40 minute experience on the punting, which I've done once before, but I can't wait because they tell you the history of Canterbury as you're punting, and the way they do it, it's so cool. Honestly, I can't wait because they tell the history so well regarding Canterbury. Every structure, every element, why it's been there, who's built it. I mean, it's a 30-45 minute experience that you won't forget. And I'm sure it's going to make my friend find Canterbury the place to visit because he was having a few doubts. So this is the lovely bridge that's here, and underneath this bridge you can see the exact boats. Oh, look at the design of these boats. Really, really beautiful. And padded indeed. The depth of the water is very shallow. I mean, obviously that helps with the whole, that big stick that they use just to push it through makes it a lot easier. Oh, everybody going down. So it's a shared boat with other members of the public, so it should be a great experience.
And you guys are going to come to this compartment. Just please mind your heads under the bridge. I say that 100 times a day. I'm always hitting my head on this thing. I'm going to get some back. Do a flip.
There you go.
Fantastic. Well, he does that. Let's get you nice and comfy. Come on down.
On the boat. Can't wait to get started, so it's taking about 5 minutes or so before the guide comes on with his hunting stick.
They are, it is
about
a protected...
6, 7 of us, 8 of us on this boat, so shared tour.
It is interesting
Really
that you say
exciting.
that they... The steering's a little strange. It may send us in a direction we don't want to go. And this next one is going to sound a bit silly, but please don't drink from the river. It sounds mad, I know. You can drink on the river, but not from the river.
So it's telling us the historical story as we're going through the river here on the Stour.
Not a place
I mean, just look how low these bridges are. In fact, this is right under a building.
nice. But you'd be sleeping on the floor of a large communal room with lots of other pilgrims. And the food probably wasn't very nice. It was probably just bread and water, maybe a little bit of cheese if you were very lucky.
Gosh, look at the reflection on the water.
Now do mind your heads under the beams at the end. That is the lowest point of the tour. And we are going to be out of here in just a moment.
Wow.
And I do have good news if anyone is scared of spiders.
Look at that. Look how low that is. It's the lowest part of the tour. And we're almost out.
But there's
So you can also take another boating tour on the Stour. So this is another company that does it, but they don't do punting, they do the rowing. As you can see, they're rowing and not punting.
Yeah, it does occasionally.
So this one's a little less in price. I
I
believe around 15 to 18 pounds. Whereas the one here on punting, if you're booking online, it's around 30, 35 pounds, depending on the time of day. and which day of the week it is.
We do get big spiders in Australia,
But
it's the
if you
little
actually
ones that
book
worry about.
on the day, on the
red
stall that they
backs.
have,
Oh,
you might
yeah.
be able to get it a lot cheaper. And I paid what, £22.50, so managed to get it for £7.50 cheaper.
My mum.
So here are flood defenses that are used here on the Stour River. So even if one of these gates were open, this would impact the punting team drastically because the speed of the water would increase immensely. Wow, look at the architect of this building too.
Well, it's talking now. It's the hill. Fantastic.
Really, really beautiful.
So
Another
it's
tunnel
legal
we
now,
go under.
and it was legal before 1560.
Wow, what beautiful visuals. This is nature at its best.
Give the legs a chance to wake up.
Oh, yes indeed.
And thank you very much for
Thank
coming.
you very much.
Do have a
Appreciate
great
it.
afternoon, guys.
That was superb. Rather relaxing, I must say. So you get to hear the backstory of Canterbury, everything that's happened around here, the history. It's told really well. And the fact that each of the time you do punting, because it's actually my second time, it's told very differently, and that it's not scripted, that I think tells a great story, because everyone tells it in a very unique way with their own personality and their own character. That is why this really stands out. I'm on the final stretch of the tour here in Canterbury, and I'm heading over to the Canterbury City Wall, which was built by the Romans in 270 AD. And parts of the wall still exist today. So I'm going over just to have a quick peep to see exactly what it looks like. Just getting the first glimpse of the wall. Wow, would you look at that? And to know that there were 7 of these built across the city and only one still stand, it's absolutely fascinating. So these are built from flint and stone rubble, with the towers spaced roughly around 40 to 50, 60 meters apart. So you have one tower over there, and just across the other tower over there. Dane John Gardens and the city wall. So we're just gonna go up to get the landscape view of the city. Oh, it's a very beautiful walk. Up the hill we go. The great thing is, I'm finding it absolutely amazing, this experience, and I'm having to drag my friend whose interest solely lies on his phone. That's just life. I mean, the view is absolutely sensational as I walk up. And you can see the towers. I'm sure you can see the cathedral. Yeah, just over there. It's a beautiful glimpse of the cathedral. I mean, the 360 landscape view of the city, I mean, this is absolutely beautiful. And that brings to an end a superb day out here in Canterbury. A highly recommended place to visit here in England. If you are coming to the United Kingdom for the very first time and want to experience a bit of history about the United Kingdom, about the religion of Christianity, and the roots of where a lot of the old Roman architectures are, Canterbury is the place. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you press like and leave a comment, because I will be traveling to other parts of the United Kingdom and around the world. So if there's a part of the world that you want me to travel, put it in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you in terms of places where you think it'll be fascinating for my channel and for myself to be there, because I'm always on the move and going and exploring different parts of the world. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you on my next video.